You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, but it's really hot, y'all. It's hot, and I'm hot, and I've been hot all weekend. And here's why I'm hot. Because I moved this weekend, and we have a smart thermostat and a smart lock, and it freaking won't work. And so it's hot. And so I've been hot all weekend. So it's so funny, because I said to my husband, so now it's 72 degrees. It's going to go up to a high of 92 today. But I said to my husband, girl, it's going to be hot. I said to him, how do we ever live without air conditioning? Because I am dying right now. Like, how did we ever do it, y'all? I don't even know.
I said the same thing when mine went out last week. We were in the house for like 4 days without it. And I was so tempted to go get an air conditioner. And I think when I walked into the house on Thursday and the air was on, that was my first thought. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, thank you. Then I said, how could we live without air conditioning? And the sad thing is so many people live without it.
They live without it.
I just can't wrap my head around it. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? If you don't have it. But still, it was rough.
It was really rough. When I tell you, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It was so crazy. I was like, I can't even tell y'all what we did. It was just a girl, let me tell you, because I was like, Lord have mercy.
You're laying next to somebody.
Ooh, I was on one edge of the bed, he was on the other edge. We were just like, bear it all. Like it's just hot. It was just hot. My daughter thought she would roll because my husband called. He called and said, I woke up and everything was just, and she thought she would roll. I was like, look, girl, it was hot. Like your mama was hot. It was hot. When I tell you, I went to bed, it was like 89 degrees in my bedroom. What was crazy is downstairs is really nice. But child, up these stairs, it's like, oh my God. And I was so excited. I was like, okay, they're zoned, so we don't have to run downstairs. We ain't running nothing because right now it's saying cool. I ain't going to say nothing because it says it's working right now. Like I'm looking at my phone and it's like, it's working. So I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to let it be. Woo. But I
know, girl.
So, you know, you got to unpack, right? I was like, I can't touch a box right now because that's why y'all don't see nothing in my background because there's nothing.
Because it's too hot. It's too hot to even move.
It's too hot to move. I got up this morning. I set my clock for 6 o'clock. I got up this morning, so I got to find all the pieces in my computer. I got to find everything put together. I got to do my show. So I found everything, which is funny because I did find everything, which I didn't think I would, but I did. But when I tell you I was sweating like a person outside picking cotton, I was sweating, y'all. It was hot, and I was like, oh my God, it's hot in here.
It's so hot.
But so I'm looking at it. I think I feel a little bit of air. I don't know for sure. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't want to jinx it. I'll know by the time, because right now it's like 89 still in here. So if I go in there and it say 80, I'm gonna be ecstatic. So I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just looking at the phone. You know, it's smart, like smart lock, smart this. Let me tell y'all this real quick, and I'm gonna get on with the show. So my daughter was over here. She had came over, her and the baby, while we were moving on Saturday, right? And so they were outside on the patio, and then they came back in the house. The baby came back in the house. My daughter must have been on the phone or something, and she locked her out the house. And nobody was in the house but my uncle. And he had went upstairs, and you know he's like a little bit challenged when it comes to all that stuff. So she calls me. She said she done locked me out the house, and she said, "What's the code?" So I give her the code to the lock on the front door. It doesn't work. It expired after 24 hours. I was like, "Oh crap!" So now the baby locked in the house, and she's looking out the door, crying because she done locked the mother out. So her mother's telling her. She's for you guys who don't know, my granddaughter is 2 years old. So my daughter saying, turn the lock. So she finally turned the lock and let her mom back in. But girl, it was like, oh my goodness. Like that's another thing to be thinking about. Now I got to think about the baby locking us out the house. I got to make sure the codes are working. And if the code's not working, like right now, it feels like it's feeling good, Georgette. I feel like I feel some air.
Oh, good. Yay.
I ain't going to say nothing, but I feel like I feel a little bit of air. So the front door is locked. I got to set front door codes and all that kind of stuff. But anyway,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, girl, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Really, come on.
It's a lot. right, let's get on with the show. But let me do something real quick. I need to put Georgette on the screen by herself because I need to make a move real quick. Georgette, talk to the people. Matter of fact, give them the word of the
Talk to the people.
Yeah, talk to the people. Give them the word of the week. No, wait. Let me take me out. Hold on a second. I'm gonna take me out. I don't know how to do this. Y'all know I'm still learning. That's not what I want either.
That's not me. Nope.
That's not you. That's not you. That's not you. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Forget about it. I'll just stay till the song come up. I swear. It's one of them days, y'all. It's one of them days. All right, let's get on with this show. Today is National. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. It's National Ride the Wind Day. It's also National Sponge Cake Day, and it's also National Cuban Sandwich Day, which I really wish I was eating a Cuban sandwich like right now. I'm starving.
I could do that.
So here's the funny part. We haven't really cooked anything because it's too hot and we don't want to turn the stove on. When I tell you it's hilarious, but it's not because I'm burning up. It's burning up. All right, listen. I gotta do one thing, y'all. I'm going to go to a song. It's early. Then I'm gonna come back and give you a horoscope. So just stay tuned for a second. Hang tight. I gotta go take care of this right now, and I'll tell y'all what it is when I come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Listen, y'all. So what happened was I didn't have the door to the office closed because it was hot in here. And so, but then there's noise outside in the hallway. I'm like, okay, I got to get up and close the door. That you guys are going to hear all of the stuff that's going on in my hallway right now. You don't really need to hear all that. So anyway, I'm back. Let's get on with these horoscopes. Y'all know I'm all over the place this morning. Bear with me. Anytime there's a change in my life, I'm distracted. Even when I don't plan to be. Like Georgia was like, you doing the show? Like, yeah, I'm doing it. But let me tell you, when I got up, it was hot. right? I slept with a wet cloth on my face and the fan on, like it was hot. It was hot. I was like, oh God, I can't find my brush. I'm like, okay, hope I look okay. It's all right. It's all good. Listen.
You look good considering everything that's in that.
Ooh, yes. All right, let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer for today, August the 23rd. It is the 23rd of August. 7 days, and this, what is it, 7 days or 8 days? Well,
7 days.
7 days.
I think September has 30 days, I think.
So today's 31 days, August 31st.
31.
Yeah. So we got 8 days and this month will be done. We'll be running right into fall, which is, listen, can't come quick enough for me. I know there are people that love summer. I wouldn't happen to be one of them. I thought fall and spring, my favorite days. My favorite days. I feel like my chair is low. And it probably is, but it's okay. I'll fix that later as well.
Right.
A lot has been going on.
Too much of my stuff showing over here, but okay.
I have nothing showing but an empty bookshelf. Do you see my shelf back? So my wall is not decorated. Nothing is. That's because I'm in a brand new spot and there's nothing to see. Ooh, okay, listen. Let's go ahead and get on these horoscopes. We're gonna kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. A series of misunderstandings may be at fault. Overindulgence may be a problem. Exercise is always a good way to relieve stress. Let me tell you, oh Lord. Okay, Siri, that's Siri Siri, cut off. All this smart, listen, my daughter hates smart technology. She hates it. She's like, so Siri right now is trying to watch. She's
One moment.
Listen. Off.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Off, Siri.
You can turn me off in settings.
Smart technology. Now, I said nothing to her, right? Nothing I said. And she just popped on and started talking. That's the smart technology stuff. I got a whole lot going on over here with smart technology. But anyway, my daughter hates smart technology. She unplugs everything. You know, we got Alexas and Fire Sticks. And she has none of that stuff. She's like, I don't like it. It just does. And then she's right. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about exercise. Listen. We sweated so much on Saturday to the people that was helping me move. The poor man wrung his shirt out, Georgia. That's how much sweat was on his shirt. He took the shirt off and actually twisted, and sweat just dropped out the shirt. That's how hot it was. So hot, and I was like, Lord have mercy. Remind me to never move in the summertime.
What?
Never do that in the summertime. It was so hot. So exercise, my numbers were off the chart for the last 3 days. And I'm sure I was dehydrated. I got a big cup, and look. This is the big cup of water I've been drinking because I'm like just thirsty. I woke up this morning drinking water because it's just hot and thirsty. Maybe that's the good part. Maybe because it's so hot, I'm forced to drink water, and it tastes amazing.
You know what? Because it tastes amazing, Audrey.
It's
on a regular.
It really,
So you know.
But you know what, G? Normally don't taste that good to me, but today it's amazing. All right,
so
Taurus, your lack of attention may have been a factor. You will be able to get good advice if you listen to close friends or relatives you respect. Be sure to take advantage of opportunities that exist. You can get some good advice, but listen to the ones you respect. Don't listen to the other ones. Listen to the ones that you respect. You should be able to get some good advice. If you don't respect them, don't listen to them. I'm just trying to help you out. I got friends that I talk to, and then I got friends that I listen to. I got friends that just talk and I don't listen. I'm just saying, not that I don't love them. So you can't listen. Gemini, you need to make changes that will raise your self-esteem, such as a new hairstyle, a new image. There's a lot to be done. If you meet your deadline, you'll be in your boss's good books. All right. Someone close to you will get upset easily if you are insensitive to their needs. All right, change your hairstyle. I got my hair done. Check my nails. My nails are not done.
Check my nails.
My hair is not even done today. I got my ponytail on, and y'all can't really see good, but it could be a lot better. But that's okay. It's okay. I may not. I don't look like. I don't feel like what I've been through. That's a church. That's one of them church sermons. I don't look like what I've been through. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all church folk, y'all know what I'm saying. Because I've been through some stuff this weekend. I don't look like what I've been through. Cancer. I know, right? Pastor AJ Kearney, go on, say that thing, girl. Hot and all, I did sleep, though. That's why I'm so silly. That's why I'm so silly this morning, y'all. It's the heat. It's got me delirious. Excuse me. Excuse me for just being me this morning. Cancer. Don't let jealous friends put you down, making you insecure about your capabilities. If you're in a good mood, go out and socialize or get involved in sports activities. You must use discretion when talking to others. Gambling should not be an option. Yeah, gambling ain't an option. Use discretion when talking to others. Okay, so Cancer, use discretion when talking to others. Okay, just be discreet about what you're saying. You know, that's my professional side coming out right now. When I read yours, I felt like I may need to do the same, but I'm a little delirious from the heat. So please. Leo, be sure to cover all the necessary groundwork before signing binding contracts. You may find travel to be most rewarding. This is not the day to be extravagant. Don't try to be all extravagant today, Leo. This is not the day. Hold on to your coins. Be yourself. That's all. Right? Virgo, be diplomatic and honest, and that person will only be made, because that person will only be made to look bad. You be diplomatic and honest. Let them build their own doghouse that they got to go sleep in. That's me saying that part. Don't push your opinions or try to reform your emotional partner today. Stomach problems could prevail if you haven't been watching your diet. I ate a peach. I'm hungry right now, though. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I had cheese and eggs yesterday. I wanted an omelet so bad, but I had to put my bacon in the oven. I know for some of y'all like, oh my God, bacon and eggs and cheese. Yep, all of that. It's all protein. I'm on protein and low fruit. That's all. All right. Listen, that's the heat. I'm blaming it on the heat. All right, listen. Going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. So stay tuned.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like home, yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like home, yeah, you never leave
back. Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Notary Astrologer Micah Thies. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. You can make major gains professionally by completing projects on time. If boredom has set in, find new and unique directions that offer interesting friendships. Get out and be active. Yes, listen, find you something new to do. I know. I want to do something new too. I'm looking forward to doing some new stuff. Georgette's supposed to be planning us a paint and sip. What's going on with that? You got it going on? Okay.
Well, I'll wait for you to make sure everything is settled.
Okay, good. Yeah, because
that's all I was doing.
I'm a mess right now, so that's great. I'm trying, y'all.
I knew this was coming up, so I was like, okay, I'll just wait till all that gets done.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'll be finished by the end of this week, straightening up everything.
Bowling too. Bowling.
Yep, we start back bowling this week. Oh, I wasn't quite ready for that, but hey, I'll be ready. Thursday. Scorpio, check into art projects, art objects, and precious stones. You can do well in group endeavors. You may come down with minor infections if you have allowed yourself to get run down. Your best result will come through business trips. All right, listen, take care of yourself. You all you got, Scorpio. At the end of the day, you all you got. All you got is your health. So take care of yourself. I know a lot of times we just do a lot. When I tell y'all I'm looking forward to just relaxing, I am. I'm totally looking forward to just relaxing. My goal this week is to be completely finished by Sunday. So Sunday, when Sunday rolls around, all I'm doing is relaxing on my bed watching Hallmark channels. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm waiting on. Sagittarius. Anger might lead to carelessness and minor injuries. Reward for past deeds will highlight your day. Social events will be plentiful. Okay, go out and have some fun. Socialize today. It's hot. It's going to be 92 in Georgia. Get on out there. Go to a day party. I went to a day party last week with my cousins. It was her birthday. I had never gone to a day party. It was hot in there too and smoky. It was a hookah lounge. I'm like, ugh.
Oh no.
It wasn't bad like cigarettes, so it wasn't quite as bad. And I think the smoke probably was like all in my mind, because it wasn't smoky. It's just like I'm looking at like smoke, thinking, oh God, the smoke. Anyway, Capricorn, arguments with relatives may lead to a split in the family. Ask family members for help, and you will be able to complete the projects more quickly. Deep discussions may only lead to friction. Sometimes Capricorn, you just have to let your family do what they do. You can't always fix things. I know we want to fix everything. We want our families to be tight, but sometimes you just gotta let family members get on with their lives and do what they do. Because you could try and make things worse, even when you know your intentions are purely good. If that person has made up their mind about something, and this is something going on in my family right now, when that person has made up their mind about something, they don't care what you say and nobody else say. Their mind has told them this. They've created this story in their mind and they're sticking to their stories. And so when you find people like that, just let them go. Let them do their thing. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do. But do your thing. I'm going to make this bigger. Yeah. I know, right? I like StreamYard. StreamYard lets you do all kinds of nice little things. Aquarius, your ability to help others will win you points. You will easily blow situations out of proportion. Oh God. You can make profitable investments if you purchase an art object for your home. Now what are you going to, you purchasing a Van Gogh, Aquarius? Van Gogh? Michelangelo? I'm the only two I know. It's the only two I know. Michelangelo. It's the only two I know. But it's gonna be an investment. Maybe you're gonna purchase a what you call that egg? The egg.
Oh, Fabergé egg.
Fabergé egg. It's gonna be an investment. It's gonna be for your home, but it's gonna be for your Fabergé. Remember that? Who used to do that commercial? It was somebody used to do a commercial about Fabergé. I can't remember, and it was funny because
that was so long ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was I'm really dating myself right now. So it was a comedian. I want to say it was Eddie Murphy, and he used to be talking about it was Brute by Fabergé.
Oh yeah,
remember that Brute. By Fabergé, because it was trying to make it sound so amazing, and I hated Brute. Like Brute, I love cologne.
Like Target, right?
Target, yeah. Like Brute by Fabergé. Brute probably saying, bring us back. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, pursue outdoors activities. Only if I'm in North Dakota. Or any physical exertion. Opportunities for advancement at work are apparent. Watch your tendency to live for the day and to spend too much on entertainment and children. it could set you back. Well, let me say this. That's not me, Fish. I don't know about you, Georgette, and the rest of the Fish Nation. That is not me. Right now, none of this is me today. Maybe the advancement. Maybe I'm working on some projects. So maybe I'm going to get some clients. But outside today at 92, not going to happen. I'm already inside hot. So I'm not going to go outside and be hotter. So count me out of that one. And overspending on the sugar baby. Well, she's not here. She's in school. If Sugar Baby was here, I probably... And she, I'm such a sucker. Like, she suckers me all the time. And she come... I'm the weakest link. I am, y'all. If my mother, when she was born, when my daughter was pregnant, my mother goes, ooh, I don't know what kind of grandmother you gonna be. She used to always say that. And I was like, why you always say that? Because my mother was not only a great mother, she was an amazing grandmother. And so I was a good mother, but everybody know that I'm always on the go. So they expect me to be a horrible grandmother, and I'm the weakest link.
No.
But that was the expectation. They're like, man, she's not gonna do. Well, let me just say this: I do not do all the stuff my mother did. I do not. However, I am the weakest link, and the baby knows it. She's 2 years old, and she knows. She knows it. She called me Gia. Gia, I want my Gia. And I'll be like, oh, come on.
I'm Gia, baby.
I'm Gia, baby. Like, you sure are Gia, baby. That's Gia, baby. All right, listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noda Astrology and Micah Dawson. Now, let's get your word for the week. Georgette ain't been here for a minute. Let's get your word for the week. I've been messing up the word. I had to get a word last week.
You don't mess up the word. Come on, man. It's a word.
It's a word, Bert. I feel like I feel some energy. I think the air is working.
Yay.
I feel like it's a little cool in this room. I feel like the air is working. I ain't gonna say too much though. I don't want to jinx it.
Let's make sure. Okay. Very cool. All right, everybody. Let's see. All right. The word of the week is. Let's see what we got for everybody. Let's see what the energy has conjured up for us to share this week. Okay. The word of the week is thoughtful.
Ooh.
Yay.
That's a nice word.
Oh, that's funny I could do. I could take it out of the screen. That is hilarious. Okay, sorry guys. So, thoughtful. Wow. So this week, the word of the week is thoughtful. It's about showing consideration and showing consideration for the needs of other people. And now I know that we've all been thoughtful throughout our lifetime, and through hopefully last week you had something that was thought about somebody else's, situation. We hope that that's the case. We know that recently we have been bombarded with so many people who are not thoughtful about other people's health and situations nowadays, but that doesn't mean that you can't be, and that's really what it's about. It's about you being thoughtful, you taking into consideration of other people's feelings and their thoughts, and also words that you speak to other people, and be thoughtful about that. I know sometimes people can really get you upset or piss you off, really. We're all human, but the things that you say to them, affects them. Mm-hmm. And it's not always about being thoughtful because you're trying to get something out of them either. So just be careful with that. You don't want to be saying, oh, I'm going to be thoughtful today because you have a vision of what somebody's going to pay you back because you're being thoughtful. That's not cool either. Like my friend says, well, he's not my friend, but I wish he was my friend, Dr. Wayne Dyer. He's not here anymore, but I quote him all the time. He has this quote that says, what people do to you is their karma, and how you react to it is yours. So just remember that. It's a great quote. So being thoughtful is not just about you getting what it is that you feel that you deserve or want. It's about you caring enough to just give, to be thoughtful to that person regardless of what they do. And I know that's really hard sometimes for people to grasp because they want people to reciprocate that, and sometimes it's not always reciprocated. But I want you to know that you being thoughtful is about how you really feel, you caring about somebody, because that always comes back to you tenfold, So it's about being thoughtful, consideration, and being considerate of other people and your actions and your words, because they do affect people. And we know words are beautiful, they're inspiring, they're motivational, they are uplifting, but they can really also challenge somebody, and they can also really hurt somebody. And sometimes you say things that you cannot take back. no matter how much you apologize. So just be thoughtful in that, and be thoughtful throughout the week on how you approach people. How you see if they need help. How you can call somebody and see if they're doing okay, especially during this time. So, that is the word for the week. It is to be thoughtful.
The word of the week is to be thoughtful. And it's so cool because, I was on my mastermind call this morning, so I got up so early to fix my computer, make sure everything was set up. I was on the mastermind call, and one of the things they were saying, they went to like where we were in the ages, back in the 1900s, it was the industrial ages, like in 18 something to something. Mm-hmm. It was the industrial age. Before it was the agricultural age, then became the industrial age, then became some other age. So right now, the age that we're in right now, they said this is the partnership age. And I was like, yeah, they say this is the partnership age. That's why everybody's talking about collaboration and part, because you can do more things when you're partnering. And so our host, which is David Shans, he said, you have to, if you want to work with people, find a way to provide value to them, and then, they'll probably help you do what you got to do. But my problem with that is, okay, so if I know, and I have to really figure this out, because even if I'm providing you value, I know my reason for providing you value is because I want to partner with you. It's almost seemed like it's been deceptive. And I don't know if it's not, and I'm thinking I need to know. So on Thursdays we have Q&A. So I have to ask that question because I know that I'm doing what I'm doing because I feel like when you do stuff for the wrong reasons, it bites you in the butt. So if I know that I'm providing value because I want something, is that the same? And that's what I don't know.
Well, I mean, in a way, it's not just. Let's be okay. So the situation is set, right? If you are in a group, right, or the person that you're talking to, I guess my thing is that if you both have an understanding that you're providing value to help each other, then that's the understanding, right? It's not like that person has no clue, and you're saying, well, I'm just gonna come in here and I'm share and hope to get something back. When you just create a partnership, it is because both of you really need something from each other.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Let's see what they say,
But I get, but that makes sense. So I guess going in the gate, I need to come in and say, look, I'm interested in doing this. Let's see if we can work together. Because in my mind, I'm thinking,
I'm interested in working with you. This is what I can bring to the table. This is what I hope to have. And you can say, hey, this is what I bring to the table, and this is what I hope we can receive from each other. Yeah,
and that's a good way of thinking about it. Because I was kind of messed up. Like, well, how do I do that? Because I have this issue with being fake. Like, I really do. Like, it's really hard for me to be that person. So I'm like, okay, seriously, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do all this stuff. And I know I'm doing it because I want something. So to me, that's like, I don't know if I like that. But that makes sense what you said. Like, if I go straight in, it's like, look, I want to see how we can work together, versus me just going and just doing stuff and thinking. Because what I know happens is when I do that and I don't get the outcome that I'm looking for, now I'm feeling burnt. I'm feeling like I'm burned.
Right. Well, that's because you go in with the expectation that somebody's going to reciprocate that when they have no clue, right, that they even need to reciprocate that.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Well, look at it. I ain't got to ask a question on Thursday after all.
Well, you can ask and see what they say.
Nah, they're probably going to say the exact same thing. But see, it's good to have smart friends, isn't it? Yes. So we're reading a book called Who Not How. And when I tell you that is a really good book, that is a really good book. Who Not How. Because so many times when we start doing something, I'm going to get on with the news in a minute, y'all, but I just got to share this real quick. So many times we start doing stuff, right? And we're always trying to figure out the how, right? And it was like, if you start looking at the who versus the how, you can get it done quicker and faster and bigger. And I'm like, oh, because my thing is always, well, how do I do that? How do I do that? And it's never like, well, who can help me do that? So that's why we're reading the book, The Who, Not the How. And I'm like, yeah. So I wrote down, okay, I'm trying to put this package out. Who do I need to connect with to make that happen?
Right.
So I got to go through my little list.
Makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense because it actually lengthens the time. It shortens the time that you would spend trying to learn what to do, trying to find the right. Because that person may have an audience that you already want to talk to, and you just need to get in front of your audience. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so let's get on with some news, y'all. Yeah, so your word for the week is thoughtful. Be thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
People, be thoughtful.
So right now they're trying to figure out, do they need to put out some more stimulus money? And the question is, do we need another $480 stimulus bill, $480 billion stimulus bill? So the Federal Reserve is buying $120 billion in bonds per month. Part of the package, emergency measures to prop up the U.S. economy to prop up the U.S. economy during the pandemic. But as activity returns to normal, do they still need that kind of money? Do they still need to spend that kind of money? And that's a good question, because I feel like, listen, my brother was talking to me yesterday. He went to go look at a house again. And he's like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. The house was $430 and it already had several offers on it above the asking price. So people have money. Where they're getting it from, I have no idea. Now, I have my suspicions. And I said to him, man, I think that's the PPP money. He's like, I should have got me some of that money. And so you got to have employees and all that good stuff. But I don't know. Do you think we need to have
But not everybody got money. Not everybody really has that huge amount of money. And a lot of times those houses are being bought by, like these, corporations or companies or things like that. And not so much individuals, but I don't think the average worker out here who's really been, struggling to do things really has that kind of money. That's my thought. I don't know. I didn't, read up on that yet. So, but I just don't think that. I think that people are still looking for work. There's still people out there who are, who don't have any money, who are living paycheck to paycheck, and some people don't even have paychecks anymore. So, until and it's hard to say, because until all of this is cleared up, it's like you have this burst of people going in there working, and then all of a sudden now you have this Delta variant. Now people are not working, or people are afraid to work. I mean, until we do the right thing as people in this country, it's always going to be a revolving door. It always is, and it's a shame, because you're giving all these restaurants and retail people hope, for 2 months. You know what I mean? And then people got to stop working, or people can't come to work, or people are afraid to go work because now all this stuff is back up. It's just, I still think people still need some kind of help, but
So I wonder how do you gauge like the help that people need? Because I know they put out like emergency food stamps. They put out like all this emergency funding. But how do you gauge that? And I was in a meeting yesterday. And the young lady who was it was her event, she was talking about they had money to give to here in Gwinnett County. We have something called Project Reset, I think it's called. And Commissioner Marlene Foscue was talking about they have this money to give people who are homeless. If you're living in a hotel. So apparently, there's resources available that are not being taken advantage of, because she said that we have this money. It's here. And so we know we have a homeless problem and a food insecurity problems here in the county, but people are not accessing the resources. So, at that point, do you need more resources to come in and sit? Because that's kind of like what it's saying. Like, we got these resources, we know people need them, but they're sitting. And are we not getting the message out well enough?
That's
what
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
How are they getting the message out to the people who say that they, to the people that they have identified that they need that? I mean, are they going to these people who are taking care of homeless people? You know what I mean? What's that guy? He does, no one that was doing the water fountains. He was bringing water fountains into the homeless spaces so people could drink water.
Oh, nice.
Stuff. But I mean, those organizations, are you tapping into those organizations and saying, hey, this is what we have to offer? Or are you just saying, oh yeah, we have this to offer in a meeting? Right? And not going out and giving it or putting it into the place where those people are. Because, they may not be watching TV, or they may not be doing these things. So you got to go and put the message in an environment where they're around.
Now she is, I can tell you, every time I'm out somewhere at some event, she's there. Like, it's so funny, because I was saying that Commissioner Foscue, whenever there's an event, she's pretty much there. She's there walking the grounds, talking to people. She's there. And I've seen her at several of the events over the summer. And I'm talking about some of the events I was hot. I didn't even want to be there. But she was there. And she was talking to the people. So I don't know. I just feel like it's so many people that just don't want people to know that they need the resources because they're embarrassed. And I think that's one of the issues.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah, especially when it comes to homelessness or things like that. People don't want to think that they're seen at this place, then that's who they are.
Right.
That they're, oh my God, somebody's seeing me there. They didn't know that I'm homeless, that I'm living in my car.
Right.
Whatever it is. So yeah, I'm sure that part of that is the situation. People being embarrassed and don't want to, get help. But so I don't really know how to, I really don't know how to deal with that part, because it is that person feeling like, hey, I don't want to be in this place.
Right.
And so I'm not gonna get help. If people are gonna see me as not, as needing help.
Right.
Sometimes we don't want to ask for help. So.
And so there goes back to the question: what do you do? Do we need another $480 billion? You know what I'm saying? So that's like a catch-22. Because right now you got people, there are resources that are available. This is my second meeting this month that I've been in with the organization that says, we got resources and nobody's taking advantage of them. Now, I know Commissioner Foskey was out there, talking to people and sharing the message like she did yesterday. I also know that Derek J. Wilson, who is running for the insurance commissioner for the state of Georgia, he's out there. Like, he did not last year, but year before last, he did Christmas in the Park. And it was a really nice event. Like, Good Morning Gwinnett was there on site hosting it. And there are people who were living in extended stay hotels, and I'm talking about families, not just like a mother, because a lot of times when you think homeless, you either think of a single person, but there were families that came to that thing, and they had lunch and they had toys for the kids, so they didn't have to miss out on Christmas. And they had a coat drive, and so people out there talking. I guess at some point, you have to raise your hand and say, "Look, I need help.
I need the help." Yeah, exactly.
I need help.
And the other thing too is a lot of the programs, and we know this just even being business owners, trying to get, money for businesses and things like that. You don't know what it is that they need to have before they can get this program. So, sometimes the hurdles that you have to go through or the things that you have to provide, that person doesn't have that information.
Right.
So they still can't get the money. So we don't know how simple it is. They say they have access, just like everything. We have money for nonprofits, we have money for small businesses, but when you go to look at a small business, if you're making $500,000, well, that's not a small business to micro business people. You know what I mean? So we don't really know what the hurdles are for them to actually still get that, even though they're saying they have this access. They have this available. So I think that's part of it too. It's not as easy as they say it is sometimes.
Right.
People that get the access. So,
right, it's a lot of red tape, and Georgia is right. A lot of times, it's a lot of red tape. You got to jump through so many hoops, and you're already exhausted from the circumstances that you're living under right now. So by the time you get to that point, it's like, man, I got to give up. But here's what I will tell you: being an entrepreneur, you can never give up. To have a better life, you can never give up. So don't give up. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So you stay tuned right after this message, right after this song.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah. You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney, along with my good friend Georgette Teller here this morning, giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't even understand. I just don't understand this. So, the COVID cases right now, on Friday has like new cases. Like they're rising, and they are taxing the medical professionals again because people are going into the hospital because they still think COVID doesn't exist. They have COVID, and 90% of them have not been vaccinated. Mm-hmm. Have not. Yep. And so right now, we're going backwards. Like you would think we'd be going forward. And it's crazy because you still got to be very careful. Like you still got to be very careful. Keep your hands washed. Try to stay socially distant. If you've been vaccinated, you're a little bit better off. But still, you still got to be careful. Like if you're in like a whole lot of people, like when I was at the football game, we were sitting like this. Like I was at the football game Friday night. Yes, I was at the football game Friday night. I had to move on Saturday, but I had to see my nephew play ball. And guess what? He got a pick six, baby. So for those of you who don't know what a pick six is, he caught an interception. We were so excited. So he played for Grayson High School. Yep, he's a rising star. He's a freshman playing varsity.
I'm go with you one day when it gets cool.
Girl, yeah, because it was hot, Georgette. Girl, let me tell you something. Well, first of all, when you get out there, even though we got out there, it was like 7 o'clock. The sun was still very much out. And when you're on the home side at Grayson Stadium, the sun is right down on you because that's the way it's set. On the other side for the visitors, it was nice and shades. But on our side, it was hot. And I had the umbrella because I was hot. I was like, Lord have mercy, it's hot right now. Everybody was sweating. People was like, oh, God, it's hot. But after the sun went down, it was fine. But the sun had to go down first, so it took another 30 minutes for the sun to actually go down. But during that time, it was warm, child. It was warm. But anyway, he's a freshman at Grayson High School. He plays varsity. He's very well versed in football because he's been playing it his entire life. Mm-hmm. My brother's a high school football coach. Well, he was a high school football coach. Now he's an middle school football coach. My nephew is a college football coach. So he has no other choice but to be very well versed in football. Think about this for a second. If somebody had told me when I was 6 years old that I could be an entrepreneur and all I had to do was think of these great ideas and bring them to life, I would have been a billionaire by now.
Yeah, right.
If I had a coach from the time I was 6 to like now, I would have been a billionaire by 10 times over. Because we're geniuses at the core, but somebody has to let you know that you're a genius, and so nobody let me do that. I had to find that out when I was like 33. Oh shit, I'm a genius. Excuse my French. I got genius traits in me. Took a minute. Anyway, a lot of the people that are going into the hospital right now, they have not been tested. They have not been vaccinated. A lot of them are children. Right now, Cook County is not doing well. Phoebe Putney Hospital in Georgia, in Albany, which is where I was born. When this thing first kicked off, they were getting battered. 199 new patients. Yep, and they can't handle it, y'all. They can't handle it down there, so that's not a good thing. They cannot handle it. 199 new patients, new patients. So it's not good. And I know people get it. I know it's scary, right? I know it's a scary situation. A lot of people don't want to get the vaccine, but you gotta get this vaccine. You know what? I'm not telling you what to do. Do what you want to do. I'm just tired. I've been talking about this for over a year now. Do what you want to do. Anyway, here's a new thing.
That's a sad thing.
It's a sad thing. So the Gwinnett Health Department is now offering COVID vaccine booster shots. So do you need a booster? No. Well, they're saying that it depends on who you are. I don't know if it just got hot. I thought I was feeling some air, but apparently the air is still not working. I thought I was feeling air and I just got really hot all of a sudden. They're saying, do you need a booster shot? So they have like a list of people who may need booster shots. Right now, Gwinnettians who are most vulnerable to the effects of COVID-19 and who got vaccinated against the disease early this year cannot get a booster shot in Gwinnett County, which is a great thing. So the Gwinnett, Newton, and Rockdale Health Department began administering booster vaccination shots last week in a light of guidance from the federal government. So you can get the shot, but you got to be some of those people who are like immune compromised, right? Right. Immunocompromised. So what does that mean? Who is that? Who are the people? So as of Wednesday, they said they started giving out the doses last week, and if you are immunocompromised, you may be eligible. So if you're receiving cancer treatments for tumor cancers or blood cancers, you can be.
Dialysis, I think.
I didn't see dialysis, but I'm certainly going to take my uncle. Organ transplant. If you're on certain kind of medicines. HIV.
Like that, right?
Yep. If you're dealing with advanced untreated HIV, if you've been tested for corticosteroids.
Oh, okay.
Who does that? I don't know. It might suppress your immune system if you've been taking those. People seeking the vaccines, the third dose of the vaccines will be signed to a cessation form verifying that they have got the booster. So you can get it. You got to have one of those things. One of those things. Now, for people like us who don't have any of those, I guess we don't need it. So
have to wait. They said that you have to wait at least 8 months.
Right. So I'm at.
You got to wait at least 8 months. I think ours is sometime in September and October.
Oh well, that's right next door. Like I'm for sure because when we went, I went in like March.
No, it's not. It's closer to November. I'm sorry.
Let me see. We went in March. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, November. Okay. Yeah. My uncle went in March. He went early March. So I don't know. I have to check that out. But listen,
unless he's compromised, then he probably will have to wait. But I know what Dr. Fauci was saying. I think I was watching something he was saying. He said you should wait at least 8 months because to make sure you don't overload your body. Right?
Okay.
With the, you know what I'm saying, with the booster, because your body is still acclimating to all of that stuff, and so that's what he was saying, 8 months. But that was last week. Who knows? Who knows what it is today?
Well, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out to October or November. I'm gonna wait it out. And my uncle's doing really good. So he has so he was the only one who didn't get it. Him and Georgette, they didn't get it. Everybody else in the crew, we all got it. And y'all know that story.
For the grace, right?
Yep. So listen, it's about to be election time all over the county. Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yes, it's coming. Y'all know it's coming. So right now, Gwinnett County is qualified. They had to qualify last week. Several cities to get new mayors in 2021 election. The election season is officially starting in Gwinnett County. And there are some county seats, some mayor seats, some city council seats. They're up for grabs. All 16 counties, Gwinnett County cities will hold election this year, all of them. For 7 of them, mayor seat is on the ballot. 7 mayor seats. So right now, Brazelton Mayor Bill Orr, Loganville Mayor Ray Martinez, and Sugar Hill Mayor Steve Edwards, they're not seeking re-election, so all of their seats are up. Mayors running unopposed include Allison Wilkerson of Grayson. She's running unopposed. Craig Newton of Norcross, and Kenneth Waycaster of Rest Haven. Yes, Rest Haven is one of our towns. They said Rest Haven is very tiny.
Rest Haven.
Right, you never even hear Rest Haven.
I didn't know that was a town.
It is a town, and it's called Rest Haven, and it's in Gwinnett County, but it's so funny because you never hear anything about it because I think it's really tiny. I want to say it may be like 20 people in the town. And they have a mayor. They have a mayor. His name is Kenneth Waycaster. So I wonder what they do at their meetings. Like all the people in the town sit on the city council. How does that work? Do they even have a city council? Oh my God, that is hilarious. Wow. I can't even get in there. Anyway, the Cula Mayor, Trey King, will be the only incumbent in Gwinnett County mayor who has a challenger. So you got 3 stepping down, 2 running 3 run unopposed, and he's been challenged. Yeah, Wade Anthony is going to try to unseat Trey King in the Decula mayoral race. Yeah, so you gotta get ready to vote. Y'all about to get all these flyers. That's the business I should have been in. I should have been in the print business. I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the talking business. I should have been in the paper business. Because let me tell y'all something. During the election time, it's stacks. That's what I'm gonna do, Georgette. I'm gonna keep all my election postcards. I'm gonna just keep them and see how many I get over the election cycle.
And see how much paper you get.
See how much paper I get.
Be a lot. What is it going to be a lot?
It was a lot last time. I was throwing like 4 or 5 at a time because they was coming 4 or 5 at a time in a day. But I'm gonna keep them this time. I'm gonna keep them to see exactly how much I get. But anyway, it's time for y'all to vote. So get out to vote. Y'all, I know we got some challenges. I get it. But that does not give you an excuse not to vote. You hear what I'm saying? It does not. It does not give you an excuse. So you got to get out there and vote. Cast your vote for whoever you feel is, worthy of your thing. I'm not going to tell you who to do it. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney and Georgette Teller giving you the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So listen, guys, there's a lot. Listen, Gwinnett, Georgia DOT seeks a solution for I-85. They need one. The traffic on I-85. Listen, I hate getting in that traffic. I tell y'all right now, when it's time for me to go to Atlanta, I'm like, oh God, only because I hate the traffic. Like, who wants to be in the traffic? Anyway, the struggle to tame the traffic on Metro Atlanta highways is turning back to I-85 in Gwinnett County. Yes, because that's our main corridor downtown Atlanta. The county and the Georgia Department of Transportation are considering dozens of options to get traffic moving on the 18-mile stretch of the highway from I-985 to the perimeter. The ideas include building more toll lanes, rebuilding interchanges, and improving nearby roads. They also include transit, bike, and pedestrian trails. Other improvements that aid in travel along the corridor. Now, when I read that, here's what I said. I don't know, would I really want to, does anybody really want to ride a bike? Or do they mean a motorcycle? Or like a bike on 85? 85 is dangerous. I don't know about riding no bike. I don't even know about walking on 85. It's a walking trail. I get it. People want to get out and walk and all that stuff. Anyway.
Are they going to have a bike trail? Is it going to be like, it's going to be Is he gonna have like I don't know, concrete walls and then like a strip? I mean, who's gonna be riding down there?
I have no idea. But that's what I'm saying. Like, would you really get on a bike and ride 85? Like, for real? Because I don't know if I would do that, because 85 is rough, y'all. If you've never been on 85, it's rough. Anyway, you know, here in Gwinnett County, we've been trying to figure out the transit system for, like, since I can remember. Since I started doing Good Morning Gwinnett, it was brought to my attention. But I'm sure they've been doing it years before I even talked about it. But I started talking about it in 2018 because it was up. The referendum was up and it got shot down. They put it up again. It got shot down. I don't know if it's going up again now, but I know one thing: 85 is a hot mess. And so, but right now, here's the thing: a lot of people don't want public transportation like that, and then a lot of people saying we need it because there are a lot of jobs that could be created if people had access to, you know, transit, and they don't have it. You know, that's one of the problems. So they need access to transit. They don't have it. So they can't get some jobs a lot of time. Now here's the thing. There's a lot of jobs in Gwinnett County, but you know, you may not find a job in your field. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Listen, they said some 307,000 vehicles use the stretch of each day. 307,000. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
They were actually saying too that the commute, I think, into Atlanta for a lot of people who are driving now has gone up. I think it's like 90 minutes, like one way now.
It does. I mean, when you think, that's why I leave the house so early whenever I gotta go. It depends on what time I have to leave. So if I have something that I have to be to at 10 o'clock, I'm probably leaving out the house about 7. And I know that sounds crazy, but I have to give myself that kind of time because I don't know what I'm going to meet, like, within that time. An accident, a road closure, hell, a bomb under a bridge. Who knows? I don't know. So I'd rather be late than early. I mean, I'd rather be early than late.
Early than late.
Yeah, I'd rather be early than late. I know coming home, my poor husband sits in traffic for like 2 hours. Like, I was like, where you at now? He's like, I'm still on 85. I'm still on 85. I'm like, oh, my God. So, but, you know, he loves his job because I've said to him, you sure you don't want to try to move closer? You know, we have this amazing rowing center that's coming to Gwinnett County, which I'm sure they're going to have a lot of pharmaceutical things going on there. And I said to him, you might want to just try to get on over here. But he loves the people. And I was like, hey, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about that. Let me just tell you this before we close out the show. It says there's newly discovered letters that offer evidence that Andrew Carnegie designed of the Norcross Women's Club's 100-year-old library. How about that? That's nice.
Oh, wow.
Norcross Women's Club. Yeah, that's cool. As one of the most iconic buildings in Gwinnett County turns 100 years old this fall, the newly discovered letters revealed the personal influence of Andrew Carnegie, or Carnegie, because it depends on what you say, because some people say Carnegie, some people say Carnegie. Okay, so to me it's Carnegie. Had on the design and plan. So Andrew, What'd you say?
Who says Carnegie?
Some people say Carnegie. They be like, his name was Carnegie. And I met this guy. I don't know if you remember the guy who came to my wedding. I forgot his name. He was so nice. He and his wife, they had on like the long African garb at my wedding.
Okay, yes.
He said Carnegie. Yes. And the first time I heard him say Carnegie, I'm like, Carnegie. I'm like, oh, Carnegie. You know, so it's Carnegie. So, you know, some people say Carnegie, some people say Carnegie. But anyway, the Carnegie style Greek Revival building, which is located at 65 North Peachtree Street, was built by the Norcross Women's Club and served as the first library in Gwinnett. When the library expanded to become part of the 8-member Lanier Regional System, the building became a permanent home of the Women's Club. I didn't even know they had a Women's Club. Is it still there? A trove of recently discovered Carnegie Corporation of New York correspondence preserved on microfilm in the Columbia University Rare Books Room confirms that Andrew approved a set of plans from architects the club engaged. Wheeler, Runge, and Dickey of Charlotte, North Carolina, the firm had experience building Carnegie's plans. So looked like he had a hand in that. He was all over the place. And that doesn't surprise me because if you ever watched The Man Who Built America, his thing was to be the richest man in the world. And J.P. Morgan Chase came and bought him out and made him the richest man in the world at that time. But J.P. Morgan Chase was smart because he knew he was going to be the richest man in the world. So it's like, you know what? Let me get Carnegie his flowers right now. He's going to be richest man right now. But in the long run, it's going to be me. Listen, if y'all have never ever seen that series, the men who built America, the food that built America, the cars that built America. You have got to watch that. And I watch it, listen, the machines that built America, I watch it all the time because it shows you the things that they got done and their names still ring on 130 years later. Somebody got a Ford F-150 right now. Ford was a man. Somebody is pushing a Bentley right now. Bentley was a man. Somebody has a Rolls Royce. Rolls and Royce were men. I'm just trying to help. McDonald's, they were brothers. Now, Burger King, his owner was not named King. It was something else. But I'm just saying, J.P. Morgan Chase, that was a man.
Yeah.
Tesla, I know y'all think that Elon Musk invented Tesla. Tesla was a man. Edison, Ford. Oh, man. Listen, I was watching the one last night, and it was so hot I couldn't even watch it all.
There was a woman in the frozen food show.
Bird's Eye.
Yes, Bird's Eye.
So Bird's Eye. Well, let me say this. It was C.W. Post.
Right.
C.W. Post. He died, so his daughter took over, and then she bought Bird's Eye. But Bird's Eye was a man, and so was C.W. Post. I forgot her name. But C.W. Post passed away, and his daughter took over. And when she took over, she looked at Bird's Eye like, I want to buy that, and she bought it. So Bird's Eye was a man. So just so you know, Swan was not Swan. What's the the cake lady, the one that makes the cake.
Betty Crocker.
Not Betty Crocker. The frozen Swan. Ain't this a frozen food named Swan? Swanson. Betty Swanson was a woman. Yeah. That was her. Mm-hmm. So listen, but they don't talk about them. They talk about the men. They don't talk about, like, they talked about Betty a little bit, but it was her that made Swanson what it is. So she got thrown in there a little bit under the food that built America. But anyway, y'all gotta check those series out. They are so educational. And when you start to look at, like, you know, all the different people and all the different things that we take for granted, these were people who had great ideas and brought them to life, just like they're doing today. What's your great idea? All right, listen. Anyway, Andrew Carnegie took part in this building of this building, and they're going to be celebrating 100 years. I'll tell you more about that when I get more details, because you may want to go out and celebrate with them for 100 years. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, I'm going to my last song, and then I'm going to close it out and bring you my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song.
Sure, we had fun tonight. You and me felt alright. But it's time you pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while. Me and you won't work out. Pick it up, pack it up, get a cab and go. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I ain't got room for love. I don't need stars above. All I need is my precious space. Yeah. Why you so serious? Can't you just be mine for a night, my love? Take it off, put it on, let me on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell before. So I hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So I hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. 'cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart, share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart, give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell before. So hold on to my, now hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So hold on to my, yeah, hold on to my heart.
Welcome back. So listen, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here goes. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Let me say that again. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming those challenges is what make life meaningful. Joshua J. Marine said that, and he was absolutely right. Yes, we're challenged every day. I'm challenged right now because I don't have no air conditioning. But it has given me the time to appreciate when I do got air conditioning. Not to abuse it. So it's a challenge right now because it's hot. But I will appreciate it when it comes back on. You know, I love technology, right? Y'all know I love, like, I got gadgets everywhere. I have so many gadgets in my office. That's what y'all heard Siri pop up and start talking on my phone. I'm a gadget person. So although I'm a little bit ticked with the technology right now, I will appreciate it when it kick back in today. What's your challenge? What's your challenge today? That's your question. Listen, thank you so much for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last hour and 30. You know it's Monday, and Georgia ain't been here in a minute. So we had to talk, and I had to tell stories. Y'all know how it is. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you for sticking around for an hour and 13 minutes and listening to us chat. If you missed any episode of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Make sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett. Also, be sure to if you listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, give it 5 stars, and leave a comment. The more you leave 5 stars and comments, the better the show gets up in the ranks, and the more people listen, the better for us as we move forward. Thank you for everybody who ordered books from the website. Also, be sure to go out there. I got to do my fall line. Order the t-shirts, but I'm about to bring out the fall line. That's the long sleeves t-shirts and the long sleeves jerseys and the long sleeve hoodies. I gotta get me a hoodie to wear to the game. There'll be a lot of people at the football game. I need a hoodie that say Good Morning Gwinnett on one side and Hollywood on the front side. So my nephew's name is Hollywood. Yeah, that's his name. Don't ask me, y'all. Hollywood is his name. His name is Jalen Bell. But he called himself Hollywood, and he's out there, and you know, he's doing good things. So I got to get Good Morning Gwinnett on the back and Go Hollywood on the front, Jalen Bell. His number's 20. So check him out. Look for him. He's out there. I love you guys. Listen, I can't tell you what to do. I can just tell you what I've done. And I've shared so many times how this crazy coronavirus has affected my family and my friends. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can say is stay safe. You know, use precautions when you're out there, especially if you're not vaccinated. Stay safe. If you are vaccinated, still be mindful and be thoughtful. Yes. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Y'all stay safe out there. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.